Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Pitts. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here comes the offense on first down. They're testing the right side here. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Canes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run lead coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on it.
Just steamrolling the defense. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. Finds it back in the middle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, K. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Got some of the work done on 1st now. Let's see what they have on 2nd down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football over.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. And what better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He'll pull it down and run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He wants to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He now has 56 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to pass, it's Pitts. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. He's going up top. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough space. Touchdown Auburn. And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. The run from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Canes line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. The give to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Trying play action. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Miami, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Outside the pocket, lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Dog.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They feed him again. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Miles. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, touchdown Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Miami, 20.
And it'll come out to the 25. No one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got him downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some pop.
Looking deep. Got it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Miami. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He leaves it with his back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. This is a design run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the...
And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Buys a little extra time. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Forced out of the pocket. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time.
Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. On the option. Now the toss. Makes a man miss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have